Oh shit, it's the bitch brigade.
Alright. Hello, everybody.
How many bitches does it take to bitch that I got my game minimized? None, because you're all very polite and I love you.
I'm not even seeing anything because you haven't started streaming it to me.
Oh yeah. No,
Ah.
you get to guess. You get to guess in this narrative
Hey,
reading
okay,
game.
so the thing is, we're going north right now, and it's dark.
Oh shit, it's Altotas. He's the guy that fixed this game. He's the present caretaker of the house with a whole lot of doors in it.
Hey, old toss.
Let me get the map open. Big chunky map.
Somehow
He basically fixed this game so well that the developer relabeled it 2.0 and released it on Steam. So,
Oh, wow.
We have a lot to be grateful for to him today.
Nice.
Alright.
Somehow I have the chat popped out twice, and I don't know how I did that.
Spooky. Let's see, I just want to have the viewer count visible before I get back into this here.
35. 35.
Oh, nice. First gift sub of the new year.
Well done, Grimos.
Thank you. Alright, except for the stream blocking my... There we go. Stream was blocking my map, and I need that map for mapping.
Don't blink, you chat, but I think Noot might be cheating. Dun dun dun.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to make this just a little bit more bearable for a streaming audience, so if the Kinetipede is moving at 3 times normal speed, do not be alarmed. And definitely don't be alarmed by the heart light having a heart attack in the bottom right.
It's all good.
It's all good. Alright.
That does mean, though, if we get a heart attack, or something that makes us our heart beat really slow, we will just not notice.
It's fine. Alright, where are we going? We wanted to show Bradley...
The thing in the south.
Twin.
Oh, we're not going to go to the site in the south?
Oh, right. So half of the glitches that happened... well, actually, all the glitches that have happened in the last few streams were just because my dumbass forgot to put the hotfix in that Altotas delightfully provided for me. So,
well done.
You know,
well done.
They really wanted us to go south in the garbage pile.
So I guess we're going to go back to the garbage pile then, too? See what else we can find?
It's fine. The heart's fine. Oh, you want to tell us about the pub?
I climbed down in the dark and dusty. Wine cellar, the bottles all smashed up and looted. Just about as you gotta give up and go up the stairs, you hear strange noise. It's not the usual kind of strange noise the host likes to throw at you. You know, screeches, whispers. Instead, it's a pleasant hubbub from above, a singing and murmuring and a clinking of glasses. Somehow, that's more unnerving. You pause for a moment, listening. You climb back upstairs and investigate, and just for a moment, you see a pub bustling with patrons, warm, bright, and merry, and then it fades back into its cold, ruinous emptiness.
Time to
Silence
scuttle off.
settles once more. This game is really weird when I have light in my room.
Oh, we haven't spoke to Violante yet. We wanted to wait until this stream. Let's have some Hazard coffee. You've never seen... Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I want to read as little as possible.
Fine. Okay. You've never seen someone down Hazard coffee at such a rate, or without protective clothing. I have a confession, he tells you, twitching. I am sorry to have brought this on your head, but the naughty doctors are haunting me. They will not stop until they have captured me again. If you want me to leave, I understand.
Take your things, I want you out of here.
Right in the middle of the waste.
Why are they chasing you,
I am sleepless, says Violente. I was a raider once, working on that novel that felt like the most important thing in the world. Sleep became a distraction, so I abandoned it. But soon after that, I stopped writing altogether. She shrugs. I just couldn't make the words come, and when I tried to sleep again, I couldn't. That's when the naughty doctors came and took me away.
I thought the Sleepless went completely insane.
Yes, I went mad for a while, says Violante, spluttering. It's not like the propaganda, though. It doesn't happen immediately. The first few days, I knew something was wrong in my head. That was worse after I went over the edge. The naughty doctors cured me of the madness, though, she says. Eventually.
What goes on inside Waker's Respite,
They like their experiments, says Violante. Her voice is toneless. They like clipboards and hygiene and soundproof cells.
How did you escape from the naughty doctors?
I had help, she says. I and Catherine, another subject, the only other person they managed to cure of the insomnia. We worked together to escape, but she didn't make it out.
I want you out! I'm kidding, I want you to stay on my crew.
Violet dips her head gratefully and takes another lip-melting sip. I deceived you. I was scared. I needed to leave the city fast.
So, how can I help?
No, oh no, I won't hear of it, says Violente. She twitches so violently that the hazard coffee spills on the floor and burns a penny-sized hole in the world. No one is going to risk their lives to help me. Not again.
Alright, go drink your coffee in peace.
She arranges her face into a smile, using her fingers to move the muscles around.
I just realized what this triggers. That wasn't smart of me. Does she know anything about the City of Glass, though?
I heard it was stolen by the cabal of librarians who secretly rule the house, she hisses. But you have this knowledge, they might come after you. That's all I know.
Oh. Okay, bye. Ow! The dirigible is covered in signs. Do not be afraid. Come with us. The prince welcomes you. Have you seen any visitants wandering in the dark? Demands a voice on your radio, cheerful but insistent. Could you point us their way? No, but let's compare maps. Their roar of laughter makes the radio crackle and hiss. They pull up alongside you and send one of their crew to compare maps. A city called Phobiter Quinn, which is where we were going, is marked on the map. You dutifully copy it over. This itself will be a droll recollection one day.
You think I remember things more than 20 minutes ago? You would be mistaken.
Yeah, we can always use more bottled darkness. We're making a museum, Oh, tell us about the unromantic pirates,
No group is so romanticized in the cities as the Aerostat pirates, subject of 1,000 torrid romances. Unfortunately, the scarred, mad-eyed rabble depending on you right now look nothing like the handsome rogues that decorate dust jackets.
That rocket engine looks unstable. Rusted, leaking oil, belching smoke. A good hit on that thing might send the whole dirigible up in flame, but it will require a keen eye.
Your missile flies like a dream and hits their unstable rocketry with the force of a hammer. 1 second, the dirigible is bearing down at you. The next second, it is bearing down at you as a roaring ball of fire.
You have to win a fight to trigger one of my crew's missions, but this counts technically.
You pick among the blackened remains. Surely something has survived. Success. You haul from the wreckage a battered safe. Call for a crowbar. Prying it open, you find 93 guineas.
Tybalt approaches after the battle.
The wreckage of the enemy vessel sprawls before you like the guts of some disemboweled iron god. Tybalt approaches you with 2 wide eyes, clutching his helmet with shaking hands. That was horrible, he whispers. I never. He pauses, holds up his helmet to his face like a bucket, and is violently sick in it.
Onward!
You're making all the friends today.
Oh yeah. Hey, does he know anything about the City of Glass?
This will be a dangerous search, says Tybalt, wiping his mouth of the vomit. Hundreds of people have died trying to find the City of Glass. It can't be done.
Nice touch, huh? Tybalt knocks on my door with his hat in his hands.
I'm sorry about earlier, he says, putting the helmet slowly back on his head. It looks like he hasn't cleaned it perfectly. I've never been in a real fight before, never seen people well, you know, explode like that. He shudders. I might not be cut out for this job, but I'm here now, aren't I? I wondered if you could give me a second chance.
Why exactly would you become a guard captain in the first place then?
No reason. Just wanted to.
Fair.
Tybalt looks at everywhere except your eyes, and my father doesn't know where I am. He'll have sent men out looking for me, probably.
I feel like if there's one place in the multiverse where you can make your own way, it's this place, but he doesn't seem cut out for it. It'll take you some time to learn the ropes, that's all.
Thank you, Tybalt sniffs and wipes his eyes roughly with the heel of his hand. That's better than I deserve. Thank you. For a moment he struggles with himself, then he seems to make a decision. He gets down on one knee, draws his saber, and places it at your feet. I swear to you on the sanctioned I'll lay down my life for you if I have to.
Is he crazy? This is a job, not a life debt. Alright,
He stands up, sheathing his sword with a smile. I won't let you down!
Yeehaw.
So did he just not consider the rest of the unnamed crew or semi-named crew to be people?
Tell us about it.
He glides towards you, sleek and deadly, flying the black apple flag of the Shade Corps Enforcers. These soldiers belong to one of the most feared mercenary guilds in the house. They mostly work for the Consortium, breaking the knees and skulls of debtors and ruthlessly exterminating bandits foolish enough to ambush protected Connectipede. Why are they coming after you? Your radio laughs, coughs into life. Canute! Took a lot of work to track you down. Hand over Tybalt. His father wants him back.
Or what?
Or we kill everybody, says the Enforcer, and him.
Tybalt, could you please report to the bridge for a moment?
Rebel Captain. Tybalt attempts to swing his rifle into his hands, but the straps knock off his helmet and gets caught in his hair. His hair is still a mess. He hasn't showered yet. When you explain the situation to him, he turns pale. My father's come for me. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh God. He falls against the wall and slides to the floor, his face in his hands. Don't let them take me back. My father will be so angry. He'll put me in the thin place again.
Aye, peace,
You order your pilot to turn the Connecticut around and retreat, banking on the fact that the Shade Corps forces won't risk blowing up their boss's son. Turns out, you're right. The whiz of a grappling gun, followed by a series of thud on the roof above. Heavy boots clattering over your hull, heading towards the doors. The enforcers didn't come here for an exchange of missiles. They came for a careful extraction.
Literally, effectively his first day. And
hasn't he seen, like, other crew die in the dark when the lights are off?
Yeah, but, they're close enough.
Are they just not people to him?
No, they're close enough that our lights are lighting each other up, so they're not going to get eaten while they're boarding us.
No, but I mean, like, hasn't Tybalt seen other people die in the dark when your heart light is off?
Oh, that's a good point.
Like, he just might.
Oh, he's just never seen.
Those...
Well, yeah, okay. You know what? They can't program it for every single interaction. Come on.
I just like to think he doesn't consider the average person people.
Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and personally organize my crew.
You shout directions to your crew. Tybalt sits in a corner, head in his hands, the sounds of a buzzsaw screaming in metal. Your door falls away and the black armored enforcers come roaring in like a dark tide. Rifles cracking, faces hidden behind visors. One of them steps back, takes a moment to judge, and hurls what looks like a rune-covered iron box amongst your crew. Clicks open, and a torrent of shrieking ghosts pour out, flooding you in mist and natural terror. Ungodly cold. So ungodly cold.
Put your guns away, or so help me God, I will kill him,
You grab him by the hair, ignoring his yelps, and shove the barrel of your pistol in his chin. Stop! You roar. The rifle crack ceases. Stop, or I blow his head off. Captain steps forward carefully. The ghost fog swirls and lifts. You're bluffing. You wouldn't kill a member of your crew.
I'll really do it,
The enforcer stares at you for a long, long time. He lifts his visor, revealing a scarred knuckle of a face. Fine, he says. Move out, boys. Nothing we can do. They file away silently. The Scorpiopede glides off into the shadows.
Tybalt scampers off.
I mean, your relationship with him wouldn't go down if you.
Hey, I finally found a cairn with something still in it.
Nice.
I discover a skeleton clutching a rusted sword, its ribs encased in a breastplate. A great find, though my crew murmur darkly of a curse. In your sleep that night, you battle an armored warrior again and again. When you awake, you're covered in bruises. Oh well.
I agree.
Yeah, but it's shiny. Also, I just realized I could use some sanity. Oh. Oh, we're a little too insane right now.
Yeah.
Let's play with my house hippo.
But yes, Altotas, I agree. The noble blood runs pure, while other blood is lesser by comparison.
I'm gonna cuddle the tiny rhino. The tiny rhinoceros nuzzles against your chest. It adores you. The nightmares are receding. There, all better. I find Tybalt in his quarters obsessively disassembling and reassembling his rifle.
As he puts his rifle back together for the 40th time, his hand slips, something fall and probably vital, drops and rolls beneath his bed. You all almost died because of me. Again. He looks ready to burst into tears. I'm useless at this.
Why did you run away from your father, Tybalt?
My father doesn't respect me. Tybalt looks utterly morose. I thought by running away I could do something dangerous like this. It'd teach him a lesson. He'd worry about me, and even better, I'd prove I'm, I don't know, strong like him. But now I've just proved him right. I'm a failure, and he's going to catch up with me and put me in the thin place again.
What's the thin place?
There's a cellar beneath our mansion. No lights. Tybalt doesn't meet your eyes. One of the old Lord Balsamics was a madman. He tortured people down there, and did all kinds of occult rituals and sacrifice. My father calls it a thin place. Cursed place, steeped in decades of blood. When you're down there, you feel like there are spiders crawling under your skull. You think you can hear whispers. He used to lock me down there when I'd been bad. His voice is utterly matter-of-fact. To toughen me up, you know?
I could always teach you.
He smiles, actually. Is about to ask. The rifle discharges in his hand, blowing a hole through the bookcase. Damn it! He says briefly after the ring in his face faded from both your ears. He sighs deeply, pulling the bookcase away from the wall and inspecting the splintered hole. A pause. He puts the bookcase back down. I need to learn how to fight. I couldn't live with myself if anyone died because of my failures. I want you to take me to Fargal Keep so I can be trained by the Poet Knights.
Fine, I'll take you to the keep.
He returns to inspecting the newly formed bullet hole in his bookshelf.
Nice.
He's a strong boy to pick up a bookshelf. Like, it doesn't sound like he dropped any of the books from it either.
More haunted bars.
Mm-hmm.
No! You can't have my fuel!
You'd have an
God
excess
damn it.
amount anyways.
Let's go see the drugs.
Bob to talk, Wayne.
Tell us about Phobiter Quinn.
Bob Quinn, a shanty city of drugs and dreams, built around the impossibly tall and impossibly slender porcelain spire. In Phobiter Quinn, the line between dream and reality is obscure, and any punter can choose their own enlightenment for a prize.
Ah, but will it impress Bradley?
Porcelain spire impales the city's heart, an impossibly slender spear. Rose fog spirals, languorous. The city itself seized with dreams, giggling children standing on stilts, hurling snowballs, a man in pajamas flying on a feathered serpent, a nude woman walking through the street as though underwater, a cold dark hair streaming behind her. Bradley notices the naked woman and hides his eyes. Do you see in view of children? Disgusting.
Maybe somewhere less enlightened. Oh well, let's recover. Gather news. You make note of your dreams in Phobiter Quinn. Tall amphibians stalking through fog. Old men with bat-like faces. A whispering river that runs from your eye to your navel. None of it makes a lick of sense. Ooh, dreams beckon me.
Phobiter Quinn does not have an appointed night like most cities where lamps are doused at the agreed time. At all hours, Dreams walk fragile amongst the everyday crowds. There are frequent oddities, a person befuddled and half naked, or someone fleeing as though pursued by demons. Very occasionally, the dreams are less subtle. A flash of movement in the corner of your eye, a flailing figure falling from nowhere, then vanishes as it hits the ground. Shadow passes overhead, a leviathan monster carrying a screaming, pajama-clad man in one fist. It strides between shadows and disappears. Gaze at any of the bizarrities too long and they vanish. This is the height of impoliteness. Somewhere in the city, the dreamer is startled and awakened.
I'ma look without looking.
You walk until your feet hurt. Try and take in all the dreams around you, gazing just past them or behind them and allowing them to intrude on your vision. By allowing the edges to seep in, you begin to understand the broader shape, the shape of the city's collective dream, worries, fears, hatreds, and loves. You begin to notice a pattern. The worst nightmares are near the center of the city. Dream monsters are very similar. The manifestations you've encountered in the house is darkness. There's something foul at the heart of Phobataquin, a vacant, poisoned thing, restless, trapped.
But alas, my comprehension slips away as fast as it formed. I need to buy drugs. Let's see, what do I need to make this statue? Bottled darkness, hideous revelation, color dust, and necrosia. Let's see if I have a hideous revelation. Not yet. I'll have to earn myself one. Oh well, I'll get it figured out. Alright, let's go to the stupefaction baths. Chris, help.
Before you enter the baths, you must understand that you are not here to relax, says the handsome young man in the entrance lobby. Below this building are miles of steam-filled tunnels that have never been mapped. Most come back, but not all. He takes your money with a smile. Enlightenment awaits. You remove your clothes, shrug yourself into a silk robe, and let the hot steam swallow you.
More.
You pass several naked old men playing chess, a robed woman luxuriating in waist-deep water, giggling couples splashing each other. But further from the entrance there are fewer and fewer patrons. Soon there are no patrons at all, except you. Not many venture this far, for fear of losing themselves. You stumble upon a corpse, popped up in the water. How long was she lost here before she died?
More.
Steam rolls through tunnels like hot fog. You are soaked in sweat. The walls are lined with distorting mirrors. Your own face twists and stretches around you. Your heart is stone rattling in your chest.
More.
The steam is tinged purple here. You breathe a deep lungful of it. Your vision fills with dancing sparks. You find yourself giggling. You are suddenly giddy with joy. Your limbs hang numb at your sides. You bark a laugh and slump against the wall. Sleep, dreams, sliced with wings, glass in the desert, a rocking chair. You resurface. How long were you out?
More.
At last, you reach the center of the labyrinth. A marble staircase sweeps down to the second, larger maze below.
Yeah, more.
The second maze is utterly empty of people, but not silent. You hear tinkling laughter, faint bird song, distant clinking glassware. Heat is a suffocating blanket, a hand around your throat.
More.
The second maze is still utterly empty. You push on. The air is like warm butter.
Oh well.
Butter.
Yeah. Your fevered mind leaps between images. Teeth in the sky, pearl white, mountain size, descending. 8 kings and queens at a feast, forcing feathers and sunflowers and dripping meat down their gagging throats. An armored man lying his sword before a swollen, ink-black heart. I awake sweating. Let's go again. Let's go again. A mountain of boiling blood, a single staring eye erupting from one of its crevices, pinning you helpless in its gaze.
You didn't make it too far that time.
Nope. Let's go again. Let's go again.
You might need to recover some of your sanity.
I'm doing this because I can't possibly go more insane, so I might as well, right?
You might need a minimum amount of sanity to attempt it.
No, I'm turning disquieting incidents into horrifying ordeals. So.
Ooh, interesting. Oh, okay. Seems like something that could backfire pretty bad, but...
Oh well. Alright, I think that's all I had to do here for now. Yeah, let's go there instead.
So how was everyone in chat's New Year's?
That rocket engine looks unstable. Yay!
And a prisoner. A ghoul.
As I turn to leave, I hear a raspy voice calling for help. The helpless ghoul trapped in rubble almost sobs with relief when pulled free. Nice.
He's upgraded from being a prisoner of pirates to a prisoner of you.
No, I think he was one of the... one of the crew. Now.
Zenith, Grimace? Nice.
Be the cheery smugglers.
Your radio buzzes into chirpy life. Aye up, chum. We're just running a quick and dirty operation on behalf of the Martini Penny Man. Don't mind us, we don't mind you. It's your fancy buying something they don't sell in stirrups.
Do you always announce your criminality to everyone you meet?
A chuckle. You ain't in the cities anymore, chum, the smuggler assures you. You have brutal policemen, a bandit infestation, a half-dozen interwarned gangs. Everyone has to be careful. The principle, we do crime civilist like. The 10 a penny bribes the right folk, keep things running without any bloodshed. He pauses. Well, only occasional and highly precise bloodshed.
Selling anything fun?
Captain is a broad, friendly face, notched by a half-dozen scars. Looks intimidating, don't it? He says merrily. Didn't get this from smuggling, those. Relic my army days. He has a barrel of dried toadskin, your standard mind-melting hallucinogen, or, and he lowers his voice, he also has some sentient darkness trapped in a bottle. He's not sure what will happen if you ingest that, but it's sure to be spectacular.
I have like a ton of those, so I'm good, but thank you.
Have you drank any yet?
No.
You should drink some at that place with the giant sun in the sky. See if that does anything. Combination. I'm sure that would have no side effects.
How many golems do I can sell 3 of my golems because I need one of them. Well, how many berserk do I have?
Down. You have either, I think you either have 2 or 6.
I have 2.
Ah.
I'll buy a couple more. How rest and recover a little bit.
Mhm.
Alright, let's ask about the heart's last visit to Eld Abrathat. The hand mentioned a cult called the Stone Eaters.
It's difficult to make yourself heard in the crowded hubbub of the screws. You stand in the narrow street, trying to distinguish yourself from the other street-backed hecklers distributing pamphlets and ask passerbys about the Stone Eaters. A man slathered in swirling animated tattoos scratches his chin thoughtfully. The tattoos dance away from his fingernail. Yes, I've heard of them. He gives you some detailed directions and then tries to thrust a pamphlet in your hand. But forget the Stone Eaters. Why not join the cult of the murderous twins? They only murder each other.
Fair enough. Put a pin in that. Let's go check out the Stone Eaters.
The Stone Eaters' headquarters is a broken-down building deep in the screws. The door opens into a steep, gravelly slope. The Stone Eaters seem to have ripped out the floors and made the inside of their house a quarry. I've done that in RimWorld before. What do you want? Calls one of the grey-robed cultists at the bottom of the pit. A shower of pebbles falls from her mouth.
What's your name?
I am Priestess Muldain, says the cultist, throwing back her hood and smiling. Her teeth are a horrible array of broken splinters. Did the heart send you? Has he remembered us at last?
I'm actually looking for the prince's heart.
Priestess' eyes widen. The heart came to Eld Abarath decades ago to found the Stone Eaters, she says in hushed voices. He had a vision, you see, of stones with scars and teeth. He uncovered a whole new vein of the occult. We still follow his teachings to this day. He taught us how to devour stone, although, in his absence, the old knowledge has been lost. Behind her, occultist shrieks in pain as he attempts to bite through a rock. Shards of teeth bounce across the floor.
I don't like it. Who's your god?
We have no god, says Princess Muldain. We worship the pale, the light within the darkness.
Lightless is the light that darkness hides. Why did the heart leave?
He needed to attend his duties at the Summoner's Circle, says the priestess sadly. We understood, of course. The Princess I came to take him back to the Founder's Fire.
Any idea where he might have gone now?
He pauses thoughtfully. The heart always used to talk about traveling to Afina one day. He said that the hooded merchants had a unique knowledge of the occult. He wanted to learn from them.
Oh, before I leave, the Stone Eaters insist on giving us gifts.
Gifts for the heart when you see him, says the priestess. The cultists come forward and lay assorted oddities before you. Spice, coffee, an effigy. A book of blasphemous rantings.
Oh, well, bye-bye.
Priest is never getting those, is he?
Oh, hell no. Let's wander the screws.
The epicenter of the chronic strangeness that afflicts Eld Abarath. A web of shifting alleys and rut-filled streets that seem larger and more labyrinthian than is, strictly speaking, possible. Each strand of the screws brims with cultists, occultists, second-rate summoners, and their third-rate summons. Generally speaking, wandering through here without an experienced guide is a bad idea. The alleys change behind you. You turn to find your previous route blocked by a brick wall. For several hours you walk up and down the endless, squirrely little streets looking for a way out. A toothless old woman follows you for miles, screeching your name. That you never told her. Later, a young man staggers towards you. You hurry away when you see the maggots crawling over his face.
I think we're gonna be here a while. Oh.
After another hour of wandering, the way out opens itself to you. You smell cleaner air, see a crowd of people who look relatively sane. You hurry through one last dingy alley and burst out into a normal street.
Oh, thank God. Let me figure out what path we're going.
Not to the Prince's Heart?
I am, but I'm gonna do it that way, like that. You dig?
Mm.
Because I want to try and get into the stupefaction baths.
Mm-hmm. Did you regain any sanity?
Oh yeah.
Enough.
It's full, but it lowered because I have an earth-shattering revelation.
Mm-hmm.
I awake to find myself nestled in the branches of a golden tree. The leaves glimmer a soft, mellow light. The fruit is stars. This seems familiar. You climb down to the floor of your bedroom. You wander the corridors. The kinetipede seems full of indistinct strangers, all of whom flee screaming at your approach. Finally, a figure you recognized, Zhangbo Sha, looking flustered. Panorama is overdosed on dream salve. Her dreams are manifesting through the kinetipede. The corridors are slick with blood. Just dreams, you tell yourself. Just dreams. You storm into Panorama's room and find her collapsed, leaning against the door. Her fingernails are broken, the door covered in scratches. Jang Bo-Shaw shrugs. This is beyond my experience. I recommend you visit Dr. Grindelow in the city of Keys. He specializes in curses and maladies and afflictions of the occult. I haul Panorama into bed. Altatask. If I click this, is it going to make her be awake? Panorama doesn't seem the least bit surprised when you shoot her a sultry glance and ask her on a date. I'd be too much woman for you, dearie, she says, leering and prodding you in the chest. And then she goes back to sleep.
That's just a piece of her dreams that she imagines into existence that you flirted with. It's not actually her.
I'd consider it very low on the priority list to either add a different reaction to that, like why are you trying to flirt with an unconscious person, or just disable that when she's unconscious. Oh, well, that works out because I also need more dream salve. Jesus. Oh.
Beep, 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 bang. You're not very good at that backing up thing, are you?
It's almost like it's going 3 times as fast as usual.
It just means you need to be more twitchy.
Ooh.
Twitchy.
Cryptographic tablet.
Or just, you could also have the option that you start flirting with her through the door, open the door when you think she's acting coy, and then just realize, oh yeah, no, she is completely unconscious. And then you could lose the sanity, because you've been flirting, and you're embarrassed. Because the whole crew saw you do this.
I guess I'm press ganging some people, huh?
Why are you press ganging people? What happened?
One of my guys got shot.
Ah.
Yeah, let's chain a human prisoner to the front of the kinetipede.
When you tie a human being to your kinetipede, you are sending a particular and unpleasant message.
I gained the distinction murderer and made some people angry. And as for you, how would you like to be a swabby? Do you like my new trophy?
Is that all of them?
Enemies are 20% less likely to attack me.
Did you get all the trophies then, or are you still missing some?
Wow. Is that an achievement joke?
No, I'm just not sure. I'm like, 'cause some are smaller and some are bigger.
I'm so confused. Oh, I don't even want the chained person one.
Oh, so you can choose your current trophies.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was just like a map, like a picture of all of your trophies, kind of like a one of those Christmas chocolate.
Oh no,
box
these
things
are
that you
all equipment
open.
and such.
Okay. What are those Christmas panoramas called with all the chocolates you open day by day?
Advent chocolate.
Yeah, like a trophy advent calendar.
I pissed somebody off by waking them up. I'll buy more drugs, please. Oh, that was
Hey.
a good deal on Toad Skin. I should have bought that.
444 money. 444 money. Means you have death on the mind. Triple death, even.
I'm gonna teach my persistent crow a new word. Baga. Bumfluff. And screw it. Let's have my first ever canister of hazard coffee. I've never actually had this before. It burns the tongue, it burns the eyes, but you never felt such awful clarity. The nightmares are receding.
Drink bottled darkness.
Maybe another time. Let's go into the stupefaction baths, shall we?
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Marble staircase sweeps down. The second maze is utterly empty of people. The walls are lined with distorting mirrors. Your own heart is a stone die rattling in your chest. Your face twists and stretches around you.
Bitch, I don't care.
You stumble up upon a corpse again. How long was she here before she died? Popping up in the water.
Oh, but the first thing is different.
Oh yes, a monkey lopes past, hooting and dragging something lumpy in a sack. The walls are sprouting hands. Never trust a god. A young boy in dour clothes is standing ahead. He fades like a stain. But while looking back, mingled disappointment disgustedly at you. The steam is violet. It swirls heavy in your lungs. You rest for a moment on a tree stump and watch the crops grow.
Why are you reading it in a weird order?
It has... What are you talking about? I'm reading it perfectly fine. Is your sanity slipping or something?
Oh no. Oh well, I'll pick a direction,
You've gotten all turned around. Somehow, you ended up back at the lobby.
God damn it. I might be addicted to the stupefaction baths, but we're coming back after I, go to Gandola.
Just drink enough sleepless coffee and eventually you won't have to worry about it.
I just realized I just undid Gandola by going... I missed a interaction. Well, that's sad.
Can't catch them all.
Did I miss anything overly important by not going to Gandola first to check for the Prince's Heart, Alto?
Crunch.
Crunch. Alright. Works for me. What's my lowest skill? Maybe shouldn't dilly-dally, huh?
You got lots of fuel, right? He lost something important. Again!
Yep, he's bad at that. Oh yeah, I missed acquiring some fish, huh? I remember.
Spoilers.
Oh, Zealous Greetings.
Do not be afraid.
I'm gonna have to talk to Jang Boss Show in a sec.
Gondola is a town of wooden huts and walkways propped up on stilts above a knee-deep lukewarm ocean. It is just a little town with a reputation for friendliness and amazing seafood.
Hell yeah, let's rest and recover. The Firefighters Guild is mired in controversy over possible corruption. Citizenry are concerned that the repeated opening of doors has left the water level critically low. The mayor has offered free trout to anyone who can solve this problem. like I need that for another quest. I feel like I need that for my crippling shakes. One fisher, a colossal woman with arms like marble columns, tells you in a good-natured drawl about the strangest catches she's ever made. Boots, books, panics, cats. She even once hooked another fisher's rod and pulled him from the opposite dock. Haha, what a droll recollection. Alright. And let's hopefully go to Phobiter Quinn for the last time, for God's sake.
I thought you were addicted. Don't we want to go back there over and over and over?
I might save scum this one if I fail it again.
Don't worry, we lost some sanity just leaving that place.
Yep. It doesn't update from your mind-shattering revelations until after you leave.
Fair.
Let's talk to Zhang Bo Shaw. I find Zhang Bo Shaw holding my dream self up to the light.
I've never understood why so many human cities ban the use of dream salves, says Zhang, stroking its rubbery whiskers. Its manufacture is harmless, it is not especially addictive, and it is extremely powerful in the right hands.
Its power is exactly why it's banned.
Zhang nods, a curious human gesture for the mushroom. Yes, you make an excellent point. Perhaps they are right to be afraid. Have you ever danced through dreams, Noot?
No.
I've been taking dream cells since I was a sporling, says Yang. For someone as inexperienced as you, I could always recommend a guide, someone to walk with you on the twilight sands. I can provide that if you wish.
Fuck yeah, let's do some drugs.
Splendid, says Yang. I'm of the opinion that everyone should explore a dream when the opportunity arises. He dabs a splodge of the dream salve on your finger. Rub beneath your eyelids, he says, and then close your eyes. We will need to hold hands. A tide of violet rushes in at the corners of your mind and drags you down into a heavy unconsciousness deeper than sleep. When you open your eyes again, you are in dream. Welcome to your dream, says Yang. Looking around, you see...
Which of these is most useful? Oh dear, do you want to start reading dreams?
I'll let you choose one, and then I'll go. They're different tones, you know.
Yeah. Oh, a unique one. A mountain of trash and something gleaming at the very top. I reach out to grab it, but slip, bashing my head on the jagged metal.
Yang Bo Shou grabs your shoulder and gives you a polite but firm shake. Don't forget, it tells you, our only defense against a dream is to remember what it is. Yang Bo Shou clicks his fingers and a wooden door materializes in the air. I think we should move on to my dream. He steps through and vanishes.
Oof. Yeah, let's do it.
Your dream has changed. You've ended up in somewhere terrible. A storming nightmare land, dark and cold. Something mountain-sized is watching you. A gargantuan, ossified lump of an oozing redness. A single eye opens. Its vastness is appalling.
Yay! Scorthidion is looking at me.
Scorthidion.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
You step out into endless nothingness, feet windmilling on thin air, but you don't fall. When you steady yourself, you realize you're in the city of bridges, standing atop the abyss. Oh, says Yang Bo so tiredly, it's this dream again. Beneath the lowest bridge of the bridge streets dangle green and brown stalactites, dripping lumps of fungus. The city of bridges call underhangs. The underhangs are where the mushrooms live. Unable to afford housing in the competitive market above, one of the largest underhangs closest to you is on fire.
I mean, I'm in a dream, so I might as well go help.
I appreciate your concern, but there's nothing you can do, says Yang. This all happened a long time ago. The underhang is burning, the mushrooms silhouetted in flame clamber desperately to the top. Standing on the bridge above are a gang of men and women in all black clothes. Dark masks over their faces, strange steel pipes in their hands. As the surviving mushrooms reach the edge of the bridge above, the steel-toed boots stamp on their fingers and kick them back into the abyss. If they continue to cling on, steel pipes are raised. Jets of flame blast down. Mushrooms don't scream. The smoke mixes with thick clouds of spores. Dream skips, a day passing in an instant. The underhang is gone, and concerned citizens are inspecting the damage. A tiny mushroom, a sporling, crawls over the bridge edge and lies there, half dead. Someone picks it up and carries it away. That was me, says Yang. I forgot this day for the longest time. My parents never told me. I only found out about it through wandering the dreams. The city of bridges begins to crumble into the abyss, architecture sloughing off and spinning into nothingness.
Jesus, I can say I bet the mushrooms deserved it. Who did this?
Yang shrugs. According to my research, no one was ever arrested. The underhangs can be dangerous. The roots crack the stone. If they get too heavy, they can even threaten to drag the bridge down into the abyss. Sometimes a mob forms, put on masks, solve the problem.
Who were your parents?
After my underhang was burned, I was taken in by a human couple. They were activists. I suppose it helped teach me that not all humans are evil.
I think you meant for me to see this.
Yang looks at you sharply and relaxes. Yes, you caught me. I have a proposal for you, but I thought seeing this might provide some context. The mushrooms suffer like this all across the house, says Yang. I want you to help put a stop to it. I could do this alone, but I feel strongly this project must be partnered between a mushroom and a human.
How do you propose to put a stop to this single-handed?
By burning all of the mushrooms. I'm a surgeon, but also a psychiatrist, says Yang. I've spent years studying mass movements throughout history. The time is right for the mushrooms to unite, to aggressively secure their rights. They just need a subtle nudge. It spreads out his hands. The city of bridges has crumbled entirely now, leaving you suspended in black nothing. And like stagehands behind the scenes, we can give him a nudge. We can march through 1,000 mushroom dreams, singing of revolution.
Will this be a peaceful movement?
The revolution's actions will be beyond our control. That's a no. We will serve as the catalyst, nothing more. If it helps, I have confidence that no mushroom would ever hurt anyone. Unnecessarily.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Claps you on the back. I knew you were a special kind of human, it says. The darkness of the abyss dissolves around you. You awaken the canopy, eyes still sticky and sore. Long live the revolution, Yang. Pulling a sheaf of notes from its bookshelf. Here, I have identified the main vectors of mushroom oppression. You must visit the city of bridges, of course, but also the city of Keys, Bogshadow, Frogbit Smut down in the Entomarsh, and the mushroom-free state up in the Chimeric Empire.
Ooh, I need to go destabilize that anyway. Make sure we have enough dream salve, Jesus.
It's a good thing dream salve is so cheap.
It really isn't.
It's great. It's cheap. A revolution at half the price. Can't you just refine mushrooms into dream salve with their brainstems?
No, that's witch's butter.
Well, once you make the mushrooms go into full revolution, as long as many of them
Just pick
die,
up the corpses.
exactly, and then just
Money.
farm dream salve.
Oh. Another portentous vision, of course. The streets shift like the sea. The city is quieter than usual and less substantial. The faces of the crowd are turned away or blurred. Juice drips sweet down your chin. You're filled with a bizarre certainty. You've stolen an apple and the farmer is chasing me with a scythe. Then I wake up, sheened in sweat. I guess I can sell some god smoke.
No, well...
Holy crap, so many drugs. So the memory's free. $120 for a box of exotic memories, or $120 for a memory box. Anyway, what do you say we all take 5 and grab a drink and stretch and all that?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, then we'll delve into the stupefaction baths, whether it likes it or not. Because damn if I don't need what's down there.
Just save first.
I did.
Nice.
Hello.
Hello.
Let's go get stupid, boys.
Into the dreams we go.
Deeper.
You are suddenly giddy with joy. Your limbs hang numb at your sides. You bark a laugh, slump against the wall. Sleep, dreams, last in the desert.
Oh, we already
Sights
read
with
this,
wings.
but hey, free portentous dream. Let's pick a direction. Yay, we did it.
Same one.
Yep.
Same one. A skeleton waits for you in a silky negligee. You faces in the stream urge you forward with song. You crawl down through her ribs, your fingers stretched infinitely and far in front of you. Aha! You have found the center.
Yay. Deeper.
Your tongue free.
Oh, god damn it. That was a different one.
Yes. It's fine.
It was important, though.
Well, you've forgotten it. It's just a dream. Fleeting. Fancy. Escaped us. Head deeper. Hollows you out and lives inside of you, the steam does. You dreams of Eld Abarath, of mudcake archaeologists scraping through centuries of sediment. One of them uncovers something huge and squat. An engine the size of a house sitting in a web of ancient cables. The dream skips in time, as dreams do. Crane is lifting the engine from a pit. The prince will reward us as one of the archaeologists. You skip forward again. Ink-splattered servants are dragging the same engine through a battered tunnel of bookshelves. Library is consumed by fire. Burnt scraps flutter. You find yourself staring at a flaming orb ever so briefly before your retinas are burned black. A place no one can look.
A city of glass.
Indeed, Marfor. You walk through a garden of glittering trees. You walk through a channeled corridor, your skeet fitting on blood at your knees. You walk past 8 portraits of children. You walk under the gaze of a mountain. Steam billows out your silk robes and carries you along like an infant, even as you slip in and out of consciousness. You are almost there. This maze is fiendish, filled with mirrors, moving platforms, secret doors, all the doors you find out. You are falling.
Land.
No one's ever reached me before, grunts a voice. It is a note of grudging admiration. You find yourself floating in a warm, salty pool at the center of a magnificent palatial chamber. There are marble columns, gold-framed window mirrors, a grand piano in the corner. At the bottom of the pool is a garish mosaic depicting a graphic sex act. A nude old man sits on a reclining chair at the pool's edge, sipping a frosted cocktail. He is muscular and rather handsome, and despite his age, with a shaggy beard and long gray hair.
Who are you?
I'm Hummingbird, the old man shrugs himself into a robe. Prophet, hermit, amateur, comedian. He helps you out of the pool. Haven't had a visitor in, 40 years or so. Drink? You glance up. There's a trapdoor in the ceiling above the pool. You must have fallen through the baths.
Sure, I'll have a beer with Hummingbird.
He sits by you with a pool for a long while, sipping his cocktail and mixing you one. He tells some of the filthiest jokes you've ever heard.
So why do you live down here?
I only tolerate people in very small doses, says Hummingbird, matter-of-factly, but they're always seeking me out for wisdom or some bullshit. So I built the baths to keep 'em out. Had to stay in Phobiter Quinn, you see. You know the god trapped in the porcelain spire? I put him there. Doubt he'll ever get out, but I wanted to stay and make sure.
You trapped a god?
No need to sound so shocked, says Hummingbird, chuckling. That was back in my less fragmented days.
Why did you trap him,
Justice, he shrugs. Or revenge, some call it. He betrayed my trust. Ruined everything.
Who are you, really?
I told you, I'm Hummingbird. The old man grins.
Hey Altos, can I ask him for wisdom and then seduce him or no? So I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be in a talking mood if after I seduce him, let's see what it gives us. Does he have any wisdom? Yes,
Never trust a god, says Hummingbird. Follow your dreams, and try to have a sense of humor. Oh, I don't know, he snorts. Nothing I can say will give you enlightenment. If your entire outlook on life can be changed by a few sentences, you're probably a dimwit.
wanna bang?
You fetch another drink and another, then you slip in the water and splash each other, laughing. You drift closer to Hummingbird, touching his knee, stroking his cheek. As soon as he realizes your intentions, he wastes no time. And fade to black.
Fair enough, yeah. I wouldn't read the rest of that. We're both too exhausted to continue.
Wait, says Hummingbird, raising a hand. Can I come with you? I can pay my way. I've been cooped up here far too long. I want to travel again. He rummages through a nearby treasure chest, pulling out silver candlesticks and golden coins. Got some stuff here worth a few bob, eh? Let me be your passenger for a while. What do you say?
Sure.
Thank you kindly. I'll show you the way out, but first, he hands you a heap of gridling treasure. Emerald, necklaces, tiaras, coins. My payment. Raising a hand to his mouth, he makes a call like bird song. A ladder drops from the ceiling above. Back up to the baths. After you.
Yeah, undreamt treasure. Let's go back to Phobiter Quinn.
Sell it immediately.
I can if I want to, but oh well.
It's like, you've given me this thing. And into the pawn shop it goes.
I don't think they like me enough there yet to go delving. I already delved the Svadalfari.
Yep.
Oh well. Oh, everybody is a little too insane to hang out with me. Oh, flee.
Flee! Double flee!
Yeah, I blew it up the next time.
You gained a war story.
Oh dear, what the fuck is this?
Gangleman, 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 his fingers are bone. Gangleman, Gangleman, he knows you are alone. Gangleman, Gangleman, watches you sleep. Crafty old Gangleman, wants something to keep.
Oh dear. They stole one of my friends.
Gangleman, Gangleman. Hey,
This would be unfortunate if I cared about them,
At least it's not,
Alright, let me take a look at the map.
At least it's not Shia LaBeouf, human cannibal.
Don't look now, but I do believe I'm about to smash into the wall. Okay, yeah, we're gonna visit the archives of Tank.
There was a serial fiction that I read that Shia LaBeouf, cannibal, had a chance that every time he said his name, there was about a 1 in 3 chance that he would be summoned and he would consume anyone in the area.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Free
Yes.
salt. Oh dear. I went insane and ordered my heart light off.
It ended up being used as a hostage situation where someone threatened to call teach everyone to call Shia LaBeouf to guarantee everyone in the room would die if they weren't let out.
Not enough clues yet. Let's snuggle my tiny rhino. There, hopefully they'll shut up now.
Rhino!
Ah!
He just wants to be a friend.
Yeah, booze.
Did you ever find that booze that one person was looking for?
Not yet. I have to go to Caloram, which is to the south, I do believe. Oh. I will do combat eventually. I assure you.
I assured you.
Uh-oh. No. Twisted Salvagers. Let's compare maps. A place called Chaga has been marked on their map. Beside a scrawled note reading treasure? Where the hell is Chaga? I mean, I guess I'll take your word for it. Oh, there it is. Alright,
Is there nothing in the center of the big loop that you've made?
Probably. Let me check.
It just seems
Yeah,
oddly...
the goat stones, but I don't need to go there yet.
Alto Tas? What's north?
Oh, he was telling me where Chagas was, I think.
So you didn't want to drink the sentient darkness underneath a giant star?
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Or basically possibly pour the sentient darkness into the star. Just turn it off.
Let's give them some blinding hooch. Oh, speaking of, we can always visit the goat stones.
Yeah, we don't need to go there right now.
Bonk. Bonk. Another haunted pub. No! 80 guineas? Yay! Well, that ain't right. No. They found out I'm easy!
Yeah. Is the follow-up after us playing today, Newt?
I think it's Depp. Sorry, what do you mean?
Because I was just looking at the schedule.
It's Depp and Tex should be after us.
Okay.
God damn it, Oh, I might as well get another location. Oh, something she will speak of. Nice.
Okay, yeah, it looks... Because, like, the schedule says they start in 20 minutes or so.
That can't be right. Hang on.
Oh no, 3 o'clock. Sorry. I can't read. Bleh. Bleh.
Loser.
45 minutes. I can't read, okay. Are you gonna persuade him to join your crew, or do you just need another prisoner?
I need quite a few new crew.
Can't you just
Anyway,
hire
we should
them?
have like an hour and a half left, my dude.
Yeah. Can't we just hire them?
No, because they think they're in hell.
The Archives of Tank. A cluster of lopsided ivory towers, only upright, because they are strung to the ceiling. Each tower contains tome upon tome of leather-bound book, recording the sins of mankind. The archivists are scuttling creatures of rags and wire, their primary delicacy, human teeth. Hey, they're tooth fairies!
Let's visit the archives.
The archive straps you down and produces a pair of rusty pliers. No anesthetic, not even a dram of whiskey. The pliers find their prize and wrench it from your mouth in a couple of tugs, leaving you in the most delicious agony. As you spew your blood into the bucket provided, one of the archivists flings your tooth into its mouth and crunches with evident enjoyment.
Yay! Let's visit the archives.
A thought occurs to you. Is thiddy theft a sin? Yes, word theft, face theft, thiddy theft, and bike theft are all sins, confirms one of the archivists. Other kinds of theft are not sin, so if someone had stolen the City of Glass, it would be listed in the archives. You spool through reams of the mad scrawlings, find nothing. The City of Glass cannot have been stolen. It must have gone willingly.
Oh.
You should keep coming in and out of here till you have no teeth left.
I wish you could. I can swing by on my way back south.
Yeah.
Now. Bonk.
Hey, it's the good tunes.
Yeah.
When you get when the ground starts chanting, that means you know it's getting good.
Oh yeah.
Side note: I'm a fan of the Air Combat series. When this guy starts singing Latin, that's when you know you fucked up.
Hide everything.
You failed.
Shit, take my blinding hooch. Let's gather news and let's explore the Maze City.
Yeah.
You gonna read it?
Sure. Timer fights bitterly against the patchwork men who currently occupy it, but it seems to tolerate your presence. You have to duck a swimming blade and dodge a poison dart, but otherwise you are allowed to meander in peace. You stumble across Patchwork's shoulders, less fortunate than you. He lies blood-sodden at the bottom of a spike-ringed pit, occasionally rising his goose head into the air and honking disconsolately. Really, Altos, that does surprise me, but fair. And
what does the
R4?
city want?
Yes, Godspeed. Abandon the usurper, hisses the stone faces. Let him bleed. Our vengeance is not yet complete.
Okay, bye. Let's go to the heart of the city.
Hello, hello, cat zen lady.
Oh, I saw this place once in a dream. Actually, let's see if I can save those. I would rather give them a portentous dream that feels less valuable than a terrible secret. Oh, I gotta give them both. You feel half mad, but you remember this place. You dreamed your way through here once. You drift the streets as though in a trance. Just as you're expecting you survive another day without casualties, a section of pavement crumbles beneath Stu's feet. He falls, a shrieking mass of flailing arms and proboscis and tentacles, and his scream ends in a sudden squelch. When you look down the pit, you see he's been speared by a long iron spike. Unfortunate. But... Want to hear a secret? I don't care. The stone faces of Chimer are honor-bound to whisper a secret in return. They tell you the way to go. I've made it. Finally, and despite the city's best efforts, you stumble into the center. The misshapen skeletons of patchwork men lie heaped around a marble fountain. Crystal blue water trickles merrily from the central statue's eyes. The faces have finally stopped their whispering. It's silent here, and particularly gloomy. The statue depicts a young and beautiful woman, covered in scars and wounds. Why have you come here? The voice sounds inside your head, forceful, unrelenting. What do you want from us, I want to help the city of Chimer fight the Emperor. Then bring us stories of violence and death. Chimes the voice in your head. Visions of blood will be our guide.
Seems like there's easier ways to do that.
I want to show you how arbitrary the Emperor is. I don't believe it, says the Emperor. A little to the left, two patchwork men are trying to hang another tasteful nude portrait on his already crowded wall, and he's watching them with his hands behind his back. Lie to me again, and you won't enjoy the consequences, says the Emperor. No, 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 a little to the right. Hang it properly or I'll have your families killed. I have another task for you. Can you redeem yourself? But, hang on. Oh, no, hang on. I'm so glad to finally employ a competent lieutenant, says the Emperor. The shrimp-headed servant taps you on the shoulder and hands you a glittering ruby-studded goblet. I have no need of that tatty old thing, says the Emperor airily. So, there's literally a 50-50 chance that, with no rhyme or reason whether he believes you or not,
Nice.
He has another task for me, Go to Harlequin and meet with the Painted Queen. Make sure she's loyal to me, by any means necessary. The Emperor attempts a wink, though his eyelids stick together and he's forced to prise them apart with his fingers. If she's not loyal, I'll have her killed and install a patchwork in his place.
Dun dun dun.
I need all those tales to go, you know. Oh well. To Buzzard's Omen. Bonk.
Off we go.
I got Abja's blessing. I'll have it even more when I break people's brains with the statue I'm gonna build.
The statue of everwhelmingness.
Jesus, I always go too far north.
No, there is no possibility of going too far north. It is the direction that all must travel.
There's literally a wall.
That sounds like a you problem. Go north. North is where you will find all that you need to find. Perhaps it'll find you.
I wonder if they won't buy anything. Oh, necrosia. That's what I need. So many drugs. No, I'm not gonna visit a goddamn casino.
Why don't you want to go to the casino?
Because I don't want to lose money. I don't have the money to spare right now.
Fair.
Yeah, indecipherable tone. Ah! Don't you know who I am? Ugh, do I want to do human sacrifice?
I mean, if it was RimWorld, yes.
I choose to believe it's RimWorld. A flash of a knife, a shriek, a spurt of blood, a prolonged shuddering as the soul exits the body. The stone grants you a revelation in return for your gift. For just a moment, you perceive a web weaving together all things. You look out over your crew and see strands of pale white light, strands of darkness. This would almost be comforting, but somehow it isn't. The pale and the dark are at odds, but both are equally cruel and uncaring. And I pissed off a lot of gods. But I got a hideous revelation.
Ooh la la.
Oh, hey, Alto, before I go back to the city, does working for any of the, different, newspapers, give you different quests, or what's the deal with that? Yeah, news. Yeah, violence in the tent slums. Tell us about it, Chris.
In the center of Harlequin is a perpetual pageant of honking and revelry. Further from the Pasquinade Palace, through the streets are darker and quieter. The tents are black with filth, chanting, stamping, gunshots. A ragged mob are marching through the slums, singing protest songs and setting fire to tents.
The key details is the one that pays the least but has the most integrity, right? Or is it the middle one? Let's see. Let's join them.
You march with the mob. They have a list of demands they intend to force upon the Painted Queen. No more tattooing infants with white face. No more servitude to the Chimeric Empire. No more grotesquerie. They just want her to take Harlequin seriously. A quarter mile down the street, you are met with a wall of grinning guards. Slapsticks thud against screaming flesh. You don't get out unscathed.
Ow, but also I need that pamphlet. Oh, I'm invited to a night in the Pasquinade Palace.
The Night of Revels is a predictable nightmare. Fireworks streak viciously across the floor, apparently aimed at clusters of guests who stay still for too long. Clowns with disfigured mouths scream as they are burned in dangling cages. Fool knights stride through crowds on long stilts, occasionally dipping their lance and lifting a guest on its end, wriggling and shrieking. The Painted Queen watches everything from her balcony and laughs and claps her hands.
How often do they do this? The body count just seems highly impractical, huh?
Every day. It's not like people actually die when they are killed.
I'm gonna tell her a joke, an actual one, and I'm gonna
A
get
moment
money.
of silence, and then laughter, as she shrieks and low and cries.
Oh, thank God you added a place to buy trypanic fluid, Alto, does the key details cover the election in... what's it called? Because that's a fun one, let's ascertain the loyalty of the Queen. Fine, I'll do it. The Pasquinade Palace is a colossal and colorful tent. Flags fluttering from its central pole. The door an enormous flap. Grin-faced guards bow as you walk past. So the Emperor sends you to speak on his behalf, asks the Painted Queen archly from atop her stilt throne. Her face is white as chalk, apart from the tiny diamonds on each cheek. She assures you of her loyalty, motions her guards to give you gifts of joke books and wine, and sends you on your way. Of course, if she were planning a revolt, she'd never admit it to you outright. Let's investigate for signs of rebellion. Ordinary citizens tell you there have been rumors of rebellion for weeks, spread mostly by drunken soldiers. The Painted Queen hasn't held one of her spectacular games in almost a month. More and more patchwork soldiers have been going missing. A pair of fool knights clank past you. The humorists are in the Emperor's pocket, says one. We can't rely on them, but the rest of the city will support the Queen when the time comes. I'll meet with her in private. Perhaps I can help with the rebellion, perhaps I can prevent it. You managed to talk your way past the Grin Guards. You're an agent of the Emperor, after all, and enter one of the Painted Queen's sumptuous rooms in the Pasquinad Palace. She sits in front of her mirror, face stubbornly away from you, plucking her eyebrows. Are you planning a rebellion? Oh god, the queen turns to glare at you. In the Entomark, they expect dignity from their queens. Here, I'm expected to embody the madness that's been rotting this city's core for centuries. She returns to her plucking. I must laugh and prance and screech. It's tiresome. No one in this city is mad, Canute. Not anymore, except for perhaps the humorists. The rest of us tiredly perform the motions of madness. Someone started this dance long ago, and now no one is brave enough to stop it. So yes, I plan a rebellion, because in public I perform the part of a mad and unpredictable woman. But in reality, I take my political decisions seriously. The Emperor, however, really is both mad and unpredictable. A shape looms behind me, A pale-faced guard, cheeks split to a grin, stands behind you with a slapstick raised in one hand. The queen sighs loudly. And now I must devise some manner of tiresomely comedic death for you. Why do you make my death so difficult? I leap aside. In an instant, you're out of the door and into the streets. Grin-faced guards chasing me down with squeaking footsteps. There's no reason to stay in Harlequin anymore. Sad honking noises follow you through the streets. Fellas, I'm having SS-13 flashbacks.
Nah, flashbacks? You mean flash forwards?
Yeah, alright, I want to see if I can do that differently by not just asking her, but telling her I support her. I don't think it does make a difference, though. Oh, for God's sake. Nothing to miss here. I don't believe you, she says flatly. Your aim is to bait me into admitting something I should not. But I'm telling the truth. A sane person trapped in the Emperor's service? A joke worthy of Harlequin. Her chalk-white lips lifted to a small smile. Very well, simply tell the Emperor that I'll be loyal to him until the end. Advise him that it's safe to turn his back to me, so I may plant a dagger there. Yeah. Sad honking noises follow me through the street.
Honk.
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 Honk. Alright, let's go to Keimer. Read the runes. Oh. The runes tell a story of loss and grief, a world destroyed and devoured, an ancient happiness that's been entirely forgotten and will never return. Bummer.
It happens.
Yeah. Now. He wants to eat my hiney.
What you do with things in the dark is up to you and you alone.
No. He also wants to eat my hiney.
No, he just wants to crack open the tin can and eat all the juicy center. It's like a sausage. In a can.
What
And
cargo?
sausage.
Idiot.
Report to the Emperor everything you want to.
She's loyal. Let's see if he accepts it.
No.
He doesn't believe me. God damn it.
So what happens in this game if you completely support the Emperor and say everyone's plotting rebellion?
That's a good question. I think everything just kind of stays the same.
Nice.
I want to see if there's a chance for him to actually accept this one. Go ahead and read.
No, you hear the Emperor shout as you walk in. He's standing next to one of his patchwork lieutenants, jabbing his finger at the purple and red flag draped over the table. This isn't the design I wanted. How must we go round and round designing the Emperor's bloody flag? But this is exactly the design you sent me, says the patchwork man, scratching his head. The Emperor turns away from him with an irritated sigh and listens to what you have to say. I knew the Painted Queen wouldn't be brave enough to defy me, he says, when you finish squeaking. Good work. Your shrimp-headed servant brings you another bag of gold.
One more task.
I'm going to tell you a state secret, he says. There was a war going on in Lycian. I've skillfully hidden its existence from the rest of my empire, but now it's getting out of hand. Infiltrate the rebels, find out their military plans, and deliver it to my loyalist soldiers before it is too late. He turns back to the flag and the perspiring patchwork soldier. Now, you must scrap this hideous thing. As usual, I must do everything myself. The new flag will feature my face, merging onto a wolf's face.
Okay, bye-bye. Let's explore the Maze City. I don't have any terrible secrets to whisper. God damn it.
This is why, with people like that, you have to bring them like 5 different flags and say, which one of these do you think is the best? I mean, the can be made out of bone, because you can.
Oh damn! I got right.
In
Went
Canada.
right for that rock.
Sorry, I can't think of a way to say the word can with bone.
Boom. I have to find a terrible secret somehow because I think they give me a clue or something.
Yeah, I just can't portmanteau you those 2 words really well. Can bone, bone can, cabone, ban. A skull-shaped can would be hard because there's like 7 holes.
Ooh, let's ponder my unsettling conjectures. You fret for hours over what you've learned. The implications, if true.
I mean, a spine-shaped can opener Zegrav sounds kind of metal.
Ooh, a cairn, I want to knock it over.
Nothing's there.
Oh no, cockroaches again.
I don't know if I could pronounce your name right. Zuragavon Bromenelstein?
What kind of name is that? Tell us about Lashan.
I'm going to try and pronounce his name first. Zrag von Bromelstein? Did I do it right? Anyways, the streets are empty and the buildings are collapsed, spewing the rubble onto the street. A klaxon sounding in the distance, and every few minutes, a distant explosion racks the floor. Busan was once filled with grand old buildings, but most of these are now bombed-out shells. The few remaining have been converted into massive gun platforms. The Loyalists have captured Withnot Lane from the rebels. The rebels have captured Evergreen Street from the Loyalists. The bombs have turned both streets into level expanses of rubble.
Nice.
Wander the streets, this seems safe!
Yeah!
As you pass a collapsed house, you notice something gleaming amongst the rubble, a twisted shard of rune-covered iron. While you haul it free of the wreckage, though, you hear shouting behind you. 3 patchwork shoulders have spotted you, one with the head of an owl, one with bull's horns, and one with the slimy skin of an amphibian. Who alt hoots the owl-headed man? That is property of the Chimeric military. Hand it over or face without consequences.
Now.
You grab the item and run in one smooth motion, so fast that none of them could react. The bullets whiz past your shoulder. It looks a little hairy for a few seconds, until you nip down an alley and lose them.
This is going to build the best floating coffee shop, huh?
Yeah.
Let's meet with the loyalists.
Yeah. Zerag von Brommelstein? Zerag von Brommelstein?
Dude.
Yeah. Your service to the Emperor is well known at this point, and it's not difficult to convince the loyalists that you're on their side. You find the patchwork commanders in a tent behind a machine gun nest, surrounded by sandbags and massive artillery.
Cool, so what's the plan?
Oh, of course, says the general, wiping sweat from his brow. We wouldn't want to disappoint the Emperor. He takes you through their plans, step by step. He doesn't complain when you make notes.
Alright, bye-bye. I just gotta go somewhere.
Are you going to give the Emperor his own plans?
No, hang on.
Because that'd be kind of funny. These are the rebels' plans.
Oh, it's much worse.
You could also give them to the rebels, too.
For you see, there's actually 2 list hands, and it depends on which side of the city you enter from.
Oh, and are they both loyalists?
No. That would be fun. Actually hilarious, though, but no.
Left-hand, right-hand issues?
Tell us about this list hand,
The streets are smoking rubble still, all around you. Red banners are flying. Anti-chimer graffiti blankets every wall. That is still standing.
Let's meet with the rebels.
Shouting to be heard over distant explosions, you ask around and are soon directed to the rebel headquarters, an old bank vault behind a heavy steel door. How can we trust you? Asked the rebel commander, a wiry young woman with eyes like extinguished stars. You could be a spy sent by the Emperor, for all we know. Get out of here.
Well, here's the loyalist plans if you want them.
The commander examines the plans in detail, raising her eyebrows. What do you know? These seem real. They're still going to attack along Sardine Street. The barricade there is weak. We should build it up more. She hands you the papers over to her subordinate. Thank you. This will help us a great deal. May I ask you one further favor? She asks you in other bundles. These are fake plans to misdirect the loyalists. Could you deliver these to them?
Sure.
Oh man, you should give the real plans to the loyalists and then the fake plans to the Emperor.
Yeah.
So the Emperor tells the loyalists you're doing the wrong plan.
That would be confusing, yeah.
Betray everybody.
Oh, I wanted to explore Lishan again because there's something special there.
Wait. The streets are empty.
Here's the fake rebels plan.
Ah, the commander's mustache bristles with excitement as he pores over the plans with you. Yes, thank you. This will serve us very well indeed. The plan to attack the North Rampart, do they? We'll have to fortify further.
Oh well, bye-bye.
I still love the way the British once gave the Germans the plans for D-Day.
Oh.
They had they had a few soldiers wash up on shores with plans hidden in their pockets, corpses of people who had died earlier.
Yeah.
And it just quite so misdirected everyone.
Nice. Alright, let's do a loop because I want to search this place one more time before we bring things toppling down.
Yeah. Because there's no way you could hide a buildup of that nature.
We're gonna loot New Frontier, and we're gonna go dream with the mushrooms.
Yep. What language is that supposed to be, Z-Stein? Oh, they almost caught you.
Screw him.
So it's a full conlang Z-Stein, or is it just like a partial conlang?
Scavenge like an expert. No.
Not much is left.
There's a lot of travel time in this game. No. No.
Yes and no.
I'll do 2 more, I guess. One more. I lied.
It really strikes me as so weird that there's no easy way to see the schedule of a channel when you're at that channel.
Right?
Yeah, like I have to go back to our Reddit page in order to see our schedule. That's the only way that I do it.
Hey Alto, isn't this where the you-know-what is found, or am I thinking of a different place? Maybe I gotta follow through on one of those. Dug up? No. Are the odds that low, Altus, or am I doing something wrong here?
Yeah, it might be your
God
crew
damn
issue.
it! Okay, that's a good point. I think I
Dun,
swapped
dun,
him.
dun.
Did I swap him out? I did. I swapped him out for Banjo. God damn it.
I would laugh if there was a small chance, or I would find it interesting, I should say, if there was a small chance that when you did the researching, you would find him and you could recruit him to your crew, so that when you searched again, you'd actually have a chance of getting whatever this is you're looking for.
No, he's back at the cities because I kicked him out. All right, read the thingy.
Yeah. Not much is left of New Frontier. A crater, a thin coating of dust, a few faint impressions where buildings once stood. Only at the very outer edges of the former colony do you find shattered buildings, still filled with the remnants of life. As you wander the blasted ruins, you seem to be walking through 2 realities, not one. In one, New Frontier is ruined, but in the other, the streets are merry and crowded, the buildings still stand. Stallholders shout and bicker, then the vision fades, leaving you back in the dust and silence.
Spooky.
Once the Key's brightest new satellite colony, once the Chimeric Emperor's
You've already read this
best,
one.
happiest place, now it is but ruins of sand and salt and death, and ash and dust, forever to be consigned.
Oh, well, I guess that'll be
Nothing.
next stream. Let's look inside the helicopter. Inside, I find a battered diary, no doubt belonging to the absent pilot. I flick through the faded pages and learn with fascination about a world blanketed by hungry ghouls with only occasional pockets of human survivors. God damn it, I found Brad Pitt.
We found that one again, too. Hey, Chud Chug. Or either that, or that could be my Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead MC.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe.
I don't know, I found a helicopter. I piloted a helicopter. I made it a solar-powered helicopter. It doesn't work very well.
I would imagine not.
Yeah, it doesn't. It goes down. But yeah, we're doing pretty good there. Chud Chug. It's a brand new start to a brand new day in a brand new month in a brand new year.
I might actually play Cataclysm when we're done our stream.
Nice. I'm planning on playing Adam RPG. I've been really liking it, but I'm gonna restart now.
Here are my papers.
I played a quote-unquote demo of it, and it's worth it. At the current Steam sale price. I'm gonna get it. I got it.
What can I sell them? Nothing. Let's ask for some fake recent news.
News! What's in the news?
Let's go on a tour. Sneak away. God damn it. Return to the Kinetipede and discuss, because I don't want their witch's butter. Alright, let's dance some fungal dreams, Chris. Go.
Fungal dreams? Fungal dreams. The mushroom-free state, jeers Zhang, his voice dripping scorn. That's what the Emperor called it when he set it up. A place for oppressed mushrooms around the house to find refuge and equality, or so he advertised. I had just finished packing my bags when I heard it was actually a labor camp.
Oh well, let's go to sleep. He's boring me.
You find yourself in a bright tunnel cloud, a capillary running through a honeycombed night. Stars stud the sky, thin strands of glowing spores twisting between them, coming together in a vast continental web. A spore dream, explains Yang Bo Shou. Mushrooms usually come here when they sleep, some more than others. Humans in Kar don't have this kind of communal dream space. It's completely unique, as far as I know. Together, you and Yang Bo Shou reenact ancient histories of oppression, with you always in the role of a villain. You feel consciousness hovering all about you, and more of them gathering as you perform. As you act, you feel the power of the dream coalescing around you, weaving the appropriate backdrops, placing historical clothes on your back, filling your voice with thunder. The ingeniousness of dreams make your amateur dramatics seem aeon-spanning and powerful. You stab and persify Jiang, and by gods, it looked for you. On your behalf, the dreamers are filling in the details they know already.
At the end, Zhang gives a speech.
Break the chains of human tyrants, shouts Yang Bo Shou at the end of its firebrand speech. The dreamers surround you now, hundreds of them, hovering stars that blaze white with fury. Rise, rise and save yourselves from another century of this madness. But the dreaming mushrooms have stopped listening. A figure has taken shape in the spores, a pale outline of a woman. Her mouth moves. She says something you cannot hear. The dreamers begin whispering among themselves, drifting from Xiang Bo Shou, their shining rage dimming to an ember. Remember Chaga. Remember Chaga. Remember the lady.
What is Chaga?
Chaga was the last great mushroom civilization, mutters Yang Bo Shou. The lady, well, we built Chaga around her, in honor of her. But the lady should have died when Chaga fell almost 1,000 years ago. The female figure has already vanished. Yang Bo Shou looks in wonder at where it had been. Could that have been her? I couldn't hear what she said.
This place must not be ready.
We are clearing the fungi to provide these mushrooms with civilized housing. A monument to the Emperor's glory.
I do believe we will go to waste disposal and then Chaga.
Yep.
Actually, we might as well buy more fuel at Pain and Check.
Is it fuel made from mushrooms?
No, remember it comes out of this Falvapari. That haunted oil rig.
Yeah, but like you could also refine the mushrooms into fuel because we have so many of them anyways.
Bruh.
Like, they might as well put themselves to use after their brain stems have been exhumed, right? Right?
Sure, let's take a rest. Gather news. Village competition! Yay!
It was a little sad because you gained melancholy. Now you are penniless. Now.
Fuel in the house.
Now the pirates can't get anything from you because all you can give them is every coin you have, the 2 pence in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
That was a fun little thing when you offered them 60 coins and they just took your 2 and it's like,
yeah.
Okay, thanks, bye. That's the toll.
If I could offer my 2 cents, you should be better with money.
Hey, a ruined fountain.
Now, do you know who I am?
I do now. You didn't want to rob those people?
Nah, it makes everybody on your Canetapede unhappy.
You're planning on killing everyone in here anyways.
Yeah, but
You're bringing the darkness a little closer to everyone, as it should be. A nice, calm.
yeah, but I still have to live in the house until I blow it up. So maybe I should focus on keeping a working relationship with all the denizens.
I mean, if the things in the dark have nothing to feed on, they'll starve to death, right?
Oh, that dude shot me.
Bang.
Alright, this is the one that was broken.
Yep. You order your crew to pick through the endless mounds of discarded things. Bottles, plastics, leaking barrels. They clip pegs over their noses and heave it all aside in search of trash-buried treasure. It reminds you overwhelmingly of your childhood in Junk Palace, on a vastly inflated scale. Finally, one of them finds something, a squirming little thing, perhaps once a rat, its eyes replaced by a dozen questing tendrils, its back erupting with human teeth. It was swimming in that thing. Your crew member declares, pointed at a rusted barrel. The water was all glowing.
Yay, free garbage.
You're not going to keep searching it?
Probably like a Simpsons fish. Also, I can't.
Oh.
You can only do that stuff one visit.
That's not realistic.
Or once a visit.
What about my realism?
Oh well.
My realism.
No. No.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I saved my friend.
You found nothing. There was nothing to nothing.
Alright, tell us about Chaga.
Chaga? Let's see if I can bring up Chaga. Okay, there it is. An ancient fungal ruin. The Mushroom City was built on this vast shelf fungus once, a city whose occult powers still defy understanding. The shelf collapsed long ago, sloughing across the floor.
Yeah, we're gonna scavenge it like an expert though,
With fire. The outer edges of the shelf have already been picked clean by treasure hunters. You lead your crew deeper into the fungal forest, every footfall sending up clouds of spores. After several hours of searching, one of your crew finds something, a mass of tentacles and teeth fossilized in amber. Also, what are those spots in the skin? They look like rings. I'm sure it's fine.
More garbage, Alright. Yeah, let me see if I'm missing any fun stuff. Alright, let's go back to the Chimeric Empire. I want to go to Lisson to scavenge for something special.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, why do we keep teleporting?
It's not our fault. It's just the nature of the beast. What do you mean the beast? Oh, you know, we have this thing to replace the heart. Glows though, and makes all the crew members seem rapidly age, but I'm sure it's fine.
No,
Hey,
I
the
don't want to
clown
hear
car.
a joke.
The clown car! Clown
I
car!
don't want to hear a joke.
Bo easy do oh new carry. Needs more reverb. Slight echo.
Needs more chanting, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. More slightly off tune and periodic chanting. Nothing else in there. Oh, you're stuck. You're stuck. Oh, it's gonna get. Oh, I did. You escaped.
Was there ever any doubt?
If I say no, will
Okay,
you
I don't
believe
need
me?
another haunted vision. I got plenty of those.
Yeah. If I say no, will you believe me?
I found a historical curio.
Ooh.
I think I need one or two more clues before I can find the thingy. Oh, damn it! Whatever I found was too heavy.
There's a weight limit?
Yeah, why do you think I keep buying, or why do you think I sprung for a second,
Oh. Can you sell some of your
box
fuel
cart?
then?
I can't sell anything, these are ruins.
Can you just use some of your fuel?
No, also fuel doesn't have weight.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Shut up, do you want him to add weight? Are you serious?
I play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I've submitted patches to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I made it so buckets that held 2 liters of water were now larger than 2 liters in your inventory by like a good 20 milliliters. It is annoying as fuck for people who are OCD.
Wait,
I feel
shit,
proud of this.
Oh, I tossed out one of them, okay.
Can you consume the sentient darkness? That'll use up some of the weight.
Yes, but I really don't want to.
Oh, you do not like my advice?
No, because I think it's all negatives.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes. The trick is to provide advice that's so out there.
Let me get that back open again.
You killed it on me. You killed it on me, Newt. What happened?
I know.
Oh, it's 204. Everybody, 204.
What about it?
204.
Oh, time of death?
Let's see if I can get that. Let's see here. Oh no, the server has, or the it has an issue of restarting at 204. Also, you're not streaming in Discord anymore. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Freedo.
204.
204.
Oh, it just crashed when I tried to leave.
Oh.
But I'm guessing that's more on my end than it is your end because it didn't give up a message.
Okay. Well, it put it this way: it's at 204. It happens enough that there's a fig for it.
Interesting. Yeah. That's just a coincidence, though.
Is it a coincidence or is it enemy action?
Good question.
Perhaps you have been compromised already. And Freedo, I do but agree.
I can't get it on this end. Let's add insult to injury. Ow. No, that's not what I want. Oh. Could it be a key? Run! Ladies and gentlemen, we got a key.
Is it a key to the answer?
It's a key to one of those many locked doors.
Can we just go to a random door and open it then? Just use it on like some empty chamber that has nothing of value.
No, we can't.
Are there any? If you open a locked door, does it open up another like a set of rooms, or just one room?
It depends on which one you open.
Ooh, because you might be able to find another empire, another civilization, the Mirrorverse, if you will.
Hang on.
Or everything is good, or all the people are bad, but the monsters in the dark are the ones that help you.
You say so.
Well, it's like the Star Trek Mirror universe, right? Everything is opposite, but still ends up the same.
Oh my god, do you want to keep talking or do you want to go visit a skeleton party?
Both. Half of what I do is talk.
Oh well, let's bring Kyber down.
You didn't catch up with the clowns? Crunch. The Canetipede didn't need those teeth anyways.
It's fine.
I'm surprised you couldn't sell some of the books and manuscripts to the teeth-eating spiders. They seemed like they might value them.
Alto, does whispering a secret to the walls of Kyber give you anything unique that you can't get anywhere else? Alright. Oh, I know what I was looking for.
Alizard, they're actually librarians. They just, they just need that calcium for the Mont. It's kind of like Baloo, except human and teeth. No, Alto said bleak fable, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not sure how useful that is. I feel like you can't win this one no matter what, but let's see. I can get bleak fable elsewhere. Also, I might still be able to do it after I've done this. Yeah, I don't think there's a good way to end this.
No. The Emperor sits at his desk, staring at you balefully. His tiny mad eyes are almost lost within dark circles. Did you know that my fool of a flag designer wanted a flag that confined my face with the wolf? Ha, madness. I had him
That
killed.
was literally his idea.
No, his idea was like a patchwork flag of colors with his face in the center. Don't you remember?
No, his face...
That was the case the whole time. Is your sanity slipping? He fiddles with the papers on his desk for a moment and then glances up. There's a gleam of idiot cunning in his eyes. I know what you've been doing, working against me behind my back. Everyone is plotting, always wanting me dead. Well, I've lived 1,000 years and I've conquered 100 worlds. I don't have to be scared of any of you. He slams a fist down on his desk. I should have you killed, he snarls. But I like you. I see myself in you, so I let you go for now. If you come back, I will not be merciful.
Oh, wow. Let's tell some more stories to the statue at Chimmer's Heart.
Ooh. It craves to hear our blood. The streets carry you to a Chimmer's Heart like a flowing river. How could you have once been lost here for days? The wounded statue stands on her plinth, weeping and bleeding crystal water. It murmurs a greeting in your head.
I'll tell it a war story.
The streets around you throb with a dull red light. Has the statue's expressions changed? Has its scowl deepened? Are those the war drums you've heard in your mind? Are those the flags of friends you've made along the way? More patchwork shoulders will go missing in shimmer now. New traps have begun to blossom, edges with hate and bloodlust and dreams.
Let's tell
Tell
a
it a lurid
lurid
tale.
tale.
The streets around are darker than before. Has the statue's expression changed? Is it mild, more sinister? Why do the clanging bells of the city sound suddenly like laughter? More patchwork soldiers will go missing in Shimmer now. Sadistic new traps have begun to blossom. Flowers with the stench of corpses split open the sides.
Want to hear another war story?
Has its scowl deepened? Has the statue's expression changed?
Never mind, that's a repeat.
The scowl was a little different.
And I guess a lurid tale to end it off. Thanks to my efforts, the Emperor's reign comes to a calamitous end.
Panachak, Harlequin, and Lishan are all in open rebellion. An army of patchwork men march from the Emperor's barracks to sort out the mess, but the city eats them alive. Thousands vanish and leave nothing behind. A knock at your Connectipede's door. It is through the Emperor's shrimp-headed servant carrying a bag of stolen silverware on one shoulder. The Emperor wants to see you, he tells you, then laughs. Everyone else is abandoning him. He lopes away, antenna waggling.
Sure, let's go see him, huh?
I like the word lope, and I actually like loping in real life. Patchwork men run back and forth, some looting, some burning, some fighting the looters and arsonists. Small fires smolder in the corners of the palace. There are patchwork corpses hanging in the great hall without acknowledgement, and above all else is a constant chorus of shouting, gunshots, and screams. You find the Emperor cowering on his throne. Canute, he cries, my most trusted servant. The situation is still salvageable. We just need to. He falls silent. An explosion rocks the palace. Help me, he says quietly.
Why?
Yeah, you could end up with another guest on your.
I think the city wants to eat him.
As you leave the throne room, patchwork shoulders rush in. You hear the Emperor screaming. You watch from a distance as the Emperor's palace goes up in flames as his statues topple. He is dragged from the front door and strung up by his ankles. Presumably they kill him. By the morning, a new Emperor has been declared. Whichever patchwork soldier was searched first to sit on the throne, most likely, but he rules a much diminished empire. Panachak, Harlequin, and Lishan have all succeeded. It won't be long before the buzzard omens and my mushroom-free state follow. The generic empire has fallen.
I kind of want to see what happens if I shoot him and if I take him with me.
Maybe you can't put a flag with his face and half of wolf on it in the side of your Connecticut. If you kill him, you shoot him in the eyes, he slumps over.
You raise your pistol and shoot the Emperor between the eyes. He slumps over. I kind of want to know what happens if I help him. Actually, let's see what happens if I leave. Boring.
Yeah, it's around the same.
Yeah.
There are many roads to Rome here.
I am scanning. Yeah.
You reach out your hand and help him, take him somewhere safe, but the Emperor screams in fear and slaps your hand away. We can't leave here. He spits, this is my empire. We must stay and salvage this. But he's wrong. There's nothing you can do as you leave the throne room. Shame. It mustn't have ended this way, but it couldn't have ended any other way.
I think that's all the same.
Yes.
Oh, and I can still explore the maze city to give them a thingy.
Yeah. Let's see what happens when you explore it.
I don't have a secret to give them.
Just explore it anyways.
Yeah, I might as well while I'm
here. A test of guts. Rescue the patchwork. You risk Shimmer's wrath.
Sure. Oh, I gained a terrible secret.
Ooh. You extended a hand to the dying patchwork and Shimmer comes alive. Arrow from the wall behind you. Bladed pendulum from the nearest rooftop. Cobbles start to fall away beneath your feet, clattering, clickering to the alleyway
step away for
below.
3 seconds. You go ahead and finish reading that.
Yeah, the patchwork hand finds yours. You leap over the pit and run, carrying him with you out to a safer part of the city. He clutches you in a tight embrace and weeps into your shoulder. Thank you, he moans. Thank you, thank you. He's still pouring blood, of course, so you take him to the nearest of the patchwork hospitals. It's full of groaning soldiers who have been similarly bested by the hospital city. Before you can leave, the wounded patchwork man pulls you close. So quietly that you can only barely make it out, he whispers the Ragged Emperor's true name. I wonder what we could do with that. I've seen some roads that actually lead nowhere for you to. You just have to be somewhere that far out in the sticks.
I'm back, baby.
Heyo. And hey, we were looking for that terrible secret anyways, right?
Yeah. Where am I going next? Skeleton party.
It's not a party unless there's skeletons there.
Ugh.
It'll buff out.
Yay, free booze. Oh, shit.
I don't know, but if your road takes you to somewhere that nobody has ever been, and there is nothing there is familiar, and you don't remember how you've gotten there, is it truly a place? Or was it a state that is now gone? Good dodge.
Thanks.
You only, you only bounded a few things there. How do you know I was never there? There was no evidence of my passing, and there shall never be thereupon. Even the state that I even described is but it's not. Hey, there's a door we could open, right?
Nope. It's not glowing, remember?
Oh, yeah. It's not ready to be opened. Because the doors have to consent.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, perception is but an illusion. It's a collapse of the waveform state. Down, reducing possibilities. Apparitions, specters hang at the edges of vision, but they are gone quickly. Meaningless, fleeting, madness.
That is a lot of thumbs,
Thub, thub, thub. One might almost say they're tub thumping.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Altos, according to your map, isn't this... you know what? 3 tiles north of Panachak? I forget, what happens if I open it, but haven't done anything?
Out spills the creeping madness that is blacker than black, and the tide of vermin overruns The entirety of all collapsed city-states,
Isn't there
erasing them into the nothingness.
isn't there just a second locked door in there that I need the specific key for? Or can I
that would be
literally
kinda
just can I literally just trigger that ending right now, huh? Either way. Not opening that one right now.
Is there any chance for a random drop just to drop a key?
No, but
Or
hang
will
on. Let's
key
go to
pop
Panda
level?
Check and see what happens when I try to use that key.
Hmm.
Oh wait, why did I do that? Now I just have to throw the curios and bones out, Ah. My bottom. Yay! It's my favorite place in the house. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm gonna call their bluff, huh? Why do I keep
just love
searching
it.
for a drink? I'm just gonna have to toss it out.
Yeah, I just love that sometimes I just hear you enter a room and then just crunch.
Crunch. Ugh. But I need it.
Oh, one of those games that if you're even slightly over capacity, you grind to a halt.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite mods for RimWorld, is the one that just makes you go slower the more overweight you are.
Yeah.
So if you're like triple overweight, you go at like a 1/10 your speed. So if you just really need this heavy thing, it's just gonna take you forever.
Other way, I think. Yes. You stick the key in the lock. It doesn't quite fit no matter how much you rattle it back and forth. Ah, this requires a unique key. Well, there you go.
Aren't all of the keys unique?
No.
Interesting.
I'm just going to one that, I asked Alto and he said it would be one of the most entertaining ones to open on a stream. We're going to a fancy party, boys, huh?
Yep. Will we see waves of bones just flooding out,
Oh, yeah.
overtaking us?
It's that kind of party.
A tsunami of femurs and skulls. We're giant empty sock. You look in the sky, seeing black orbs, only to realize they're giant empty sockets of a skull that stretches across the horizon.
Yeah, but we haven't been told that, I don't think, Alto, God damn it.
Hey, you don't need that flare. That flare is like half a pound.
Nah.
And those passengers, they take up weight.
The
would be
passenger
awful.
does not. That passenger doesn't take up weight.
That would be awful. Just drop off the passenger. This is your stop. Bye. This centipede is on a diet, and it's time to cut the fat, Mr. Fat.
Yar, we be almost there.
Yay!
We actually have a few places to visit up here again. Yeah, let's steal all their coins from the wishing well.
All of those wishes are yours
Yeah, I know.
to fulfill or to keep.
Another locked door. Something draws me to this one, though. Chris.
The key moves, dragging your hand with it. A slight motion of your wrist is met with a screech and a rumble as ancient, hidden machinery engages, clanking and thumping as the tumblers drop. A sudden hiss of air.
And then... yeah,
Skeleton party!
party!
Flashing lights, pumping music, a dusty smell, and a writhing, rattling crowd. Dancing skeletons fill the room, dancing skeletons in party hats. As you stare, one of them jigs its way towards you, clacks its jaw in welcome. There must be thousands of them, twisting, gyrating, singing in dry whispers.
Alright, let's mingle.
The skeletons dance around you, clacking their jaws in amusement. Your beloved queries are met with a few whispered replies lost in the music. One of them affixes a party hat to your head. You manage to find a quiet corner where the music is only headache-inducing. A skeleton in a snappy white suit and a hat appears at your shoulder. He clamps your wrist in an iron grip and whispers a mediocre joke in your ear for hours. There's some decent material in there, but not much.
Please, no more. Oh! Poker
A game of poker. VIP section backstage. You find yourself amongst a crowd of genteel skeletons in 3-piece suits. The one with the monocle takes a liking to you. He ushers you to a quiet side room where a cigar-puffing skeletons in top hats are playing poker. You are offered a seat at the game.
Oh, well, shit.
You have no money. They use the same currency as everyone outside of this room that they have never met before.
It's fine.
You yourself
I just gotta
are
gather
curious.
some capital, but it'll be fine.
Just sell your fuel. Just go nearby, sell your fuel, come back, bid it all, lose it all, and embrace despotism.
Icicle Spine might have a shop, but I doubt it.
It's snowing! Free water!
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have eggnog beside me. I'm down to my last 4 liters. It's a problem.
Oh no, your last 4 liters. Your last gallon of eggnog.
Yeah, I can't find any more in the
half
stores.
a day, and then you're screwed.
I'm going to stretch it out for at least 2 days.
Oh, thank God.
You didn't need that fuel anyways.
Oh my god, no, This is where we stayed to listen to the slow.
Yeah, we don't have time for that. You have a poker game to get back to.
I know. That's what I said,
I would laugh if the ice shelf collapsed under you again.
Just as I was leaving.
Yes. So you stay to listen to it again, and the ice shelf collapses.
Oh, yeah,
under
it
you.
will,
Do they just keep doing the same thing over and over?
Well, yes, of course,
They're locked in a time loop.
They're
Let's do the time warp again.
They're very slow to learn, get it? Ha ha ha, because they're cold boys.
Yeah.
Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is fetch Mir into the city after the party, and then after that, I will do a dream.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
And then we will dream of clocks or Persephone. We will let people decide.
Do we have time for all that?
Yeah.
Okay. The actual schedule.
I actually do have enough apprehensions for both if I wanted it.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have room for it.
God damn it.
Just eat the entire bag of salt. It's
Boots
good for
and
you.
cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. Oh.
You skeletons dance around you, clacking their jaws in amusement. Your queries are met with a few whispered replies, all lost like flashes under the orb of the... What the heck are those things called that have all the little mirrors on them?
Disco ball.
Under the orb of the disco ball, you manage to find a quiet corner, and in glowing green paint, he leans on your shoulder conspiratorially and whispers some things you'd rather have not heard. Hey, do you know what I could do with a femur?
Oh. Alright.
You find your... As it turns out, skeletons have an excellent poker face. You lose the first few hands. This might be harder than you thought.
Money.
Skeletons are excellent players and clean you out thoroughly. You must come back sometime, says the monocled skeleton, raking your chips into the ribcage. Anytime.
They took all my money. No.
You weren't using it anyways.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, you just saved over that.
No, I didn't.
No?
No, I saved after the terrible secret before the poker game.
Oh.
Eh. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh. There we go. I fixed it. Ooh,
this time
you
you've gained 600 gold. The skeletons are excellent players, but they've met their match. After a 4-hour game, you strip them of all they have, including the top hats. They don't seem upset in the slightest, and one of them calls a toast in your honor. The monocled skeletons, however, seems troubled. He leans forward and taps your chest with a bony finger. Shall we play for something more serious? Your heart, perhaps, in exchange for my glasses?
Yeah.
The game is a quiet, lengthy, intense. The monocled skeleton has taken this session seriously. For the first time, the other skeletons watch in awe. A rictus grin across their faces. He plays a better grin, better than anyone you've ever seen, and it's over. Far too fast. You lose. Your heart sinks. The last thing it'll ever do. A fine game, says the monocled skeleton, reaching into your chest. Your flesh and ribs part for him like a blooming flower. He grabs your heart, bleeding heart, and gently plucks it free. The skeletons carry on a whispered conversation for a while. You sit in the table, listen. You can't join in. You feel cold and empty.
Hey, Altos, can I try that again another time, or is that one chance? Because I don't have another heart to bet him. I want to see my distinction.
Your Kinetipede has a heart.
Money.
Perhaps you just need the heart of the Kinetipede. Just
Okay.
take it. Just a little in the dock.
Screw this, I'm going home. Courage.
You don't want to do a test of guts just because you're missing a little bit of them.
Oh, hush.
How could you hurt me so? Are you breaking my heart, man? Sorry, this is just too. There's too many opportunities for puns. Sticky end. Your friends all have bad intentions.
Oh, it's a drug dealer. No thanks, I don't need drugs, so. Oh no, I can't write another freelance article.
Dun dun dun, you have no ability to make money. You're trying to
I
get.
need to get rid of a few of these goddamn things so I don't have to scroll as much, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Read.
Dr. Grindelow is a small man with a chalk pale skin and pink-rimmed eyes. He wears a tattered lab coat and zips back and forth across his shop like a cocaine-fueled ant. Your light bearer's condition is nowhere near interesting enough for me to study for free, he says, tipping his fossilized ghost in a bubbling drug overdose. Pah, dull, and my time is very valuable right now. 400 goonies.
What about 200?
Dr. Grindelow rolls his eyes. Fine, fine. You talk a good game. I'll knock it down to 200 just because I have a whimsical fondness for helping old ladies in peril.
Alright, money.
Dr. Grindelow counts your coins and squirrels them away in a blink of eye. Show me the sleeping old lady, then. He brought Panorama with needles and divining rods. He spins her over a cauldron of green smoke, scalds her skins, and removes and regrows her eyelids, and sits and listens to her heartbeat for 6 uninterrupted hours. He draws a circle around her in his own blood, pours salt on her tongue, paints runes on her face, and sits next to her, banging a drum. Finally, he sits back and shrugs. She's a goner, he tells you. Sorry, mate, this has got nothing to do with Dream Sleeve anymore. She's locked up in her own head. We're leaving past traumas, but because of the Dream Sleeve, she'll keep manifesting him around her on and off. Dangerous. Best to kill her, probably. Want me to?
No, that's fine, thank you.
Actually, he says, now that I think about it, maybe there's something you can do. He rests his eyes against the elbow of Panorama's forehead and strokes his chin. She's locked up inside because of some traumatic memories, but maybe if you change those memories, she'd get better.
How can I change her memories?
Altering memories is hard, but it can be done, says Dr. Grindelow. Put her memories in her head and within a memory box. Take some Dream Sleeve, you'll be able to dream the memories and change them. He taps his chin. The memories will try to resist your reshaping, though they know exactly how things should go. You only get one chance. You should travel to her locations where the event occurred, make your grip on them stronger.
Wouldn't that make her a completely different person?
Yeah, an awake person, says Dr. Grindelow. Probably a saner person of a better temperament, too. Sure, she'd be living alive, but so what? We all are. I wish I had the opportunity to believe my own bullshit.
How do I know which memories are causing this?
Dr. Grindelow submerges Panorama's head momentarily, and the cauldron gives it a stir, shapes form, and then vaporescent smoke. About first,
dude, please only do that for the quotes. Come on.
It's hard for me to go back and forth, but okay. He says, second, a hurricane of guilt in the city of masks. Third, a splinter of madness from distance attack. And fourth, the darkest worth. I can't see where it is. Perhaps it will be revealed itself to you. One last thing, don't change too much, or else she won't recognize the reality where she wakes up. Choose 2 memories to change and leave the others alone. He's just a cocaine-filled rat, or an ant, though. He has to go fast. Oh. I had a short stint as an auctioneer. A very short stint.
Let's entertain a guest. Let's...
Oh, we can't entertain the unconscious lady?
No. Oh god, who would cause the most trouble here?
Yang Ba So?
Sandy.
Oh, Sandy. She passes through your house like a miniature hurricane, picking up everything in her path, turning it over, commenting on it, putting it back somewhere else. Did I tell you about my friend Amanda? She has a mansion, much bigger than this. I saved her from a life of slavery, but the story is very boring, really. Oops, sorry. That could be replaced, I'm sure. At a very late hour, after consuming a vast amount of your wine, you gently push Sandy out into the street. She's still chatting to you merrily, even as she totters out of earshot.
Oh, thank god she's gone. Dwellings. Alright, I do believe we already read the one from the Hollow Trumpet. Let's read the one from the Pioneer.
Dear Canute, well, what a pleasure it has been to work with you these past weeks. Your writing is just perfect for the Pioneer. We are only a small magazine, but your articles have been met with an overwhelming tide of approval from our loyal readers. Of course, we wouldn't ask for a greater marriage between our remit and your writing. You are an interstellar explorer of the kind that the City of Keys has produced for generations, a key bearer, an entrepreneur, a pusher of boundaries, and, if I guess correctly, an opener of locked doors.
How did he do that?
Why, you remind me of the Pioneer's founder, my grandfather, Lord Phosphorus Crumpet. He was an explorer of exactly your stripe until his tragic and senseless demise. Please, come join us at the Pioneer. We offer a lovely atmosphere and all the baked goods you can eat. Our offices are on Upside, a delightfully quiet area of the city. A full-time employee, we will pay you considerably more than we could do when you were a freelancer. Unfortunately, we won't be able to accept freelance work from you until we have your answer, which I'm sure will be yes. It will be lovely to meet you in person. Kind regards, Lady Phoenix Crumpet, Chief Editor.
Toss it in the garbage.
I'm sure they don't have any psychics and you don't have any traders on staff. Sure, absolutely,
details,
100%. We become increasingly impressed by the articles you have submitted to the key details. We don't wish to unduly flatter you in case your head outgrows your talent, but you are certainly the finest of our current crop of freelancers. An intercellular traveler of your writing ability and general panache is quite the novelty, and once you your wide-ranging travel make a fascinating contrast to the constant diet of insular city gossip which most publications offer. You also have a sense of humor, which is our most serious requirement. All things considered, we would like to snatch you and make you our own. If you believe you're ready to be snatched, please deliver yourself to our offices in Grief Street. A permanent position at the key details will pay much better than freelance work, and your salary will increase the longer you work with us. We will be unable to accept freelance pieces from you until we have received an answer. Yours impatiently, Ambiguity Valcroft,
Sure.
Chief Editor in Grief.
Yeah.
The key details office is above a butcher's and below an establishment which winkingly advertises itself as a massage parlor. You have to step over a stream of red runoff to enter the building, and the butcher directs you upstairs with a whisk of his cleaver. The office itself bustles with chatter and activity, dozens of young men and women, and a few mushrooms, either stashing about with clipboard and stacks of paper, or sitting and sweating with a typewriter. Everyone seems much too busy to offer you a single iota of attention. You eventually find a door labeled Chief Editor. Ambiguity Valcroft is sitting inside, pale, angular, impeccably suited, and hair so black and slick and shining it looks like shoe polish applied to a bald head. He, perhaps she, offers you a smile, which is almost instantly withdrawn. When it comes to reporting on the City of Keys and all its vagaries, we are second to none. Our coverage of foreign affairs is spotty, however, and you're an important step in addressing that. So we want news from anywhere that's far away. The further, the better, the more we'll pay. But we'll give you nice assignments, places we've heard that something's been happening, and we want feet on the floor. Bringing back news from there will net you a nice little bonus. Ambiguity looks at you seriously over his or her spectacles. We can't offer you as much as the other newspapers could. I want to be clear about that. That's because our primary concern is quality, not profit. If you want to make a mint, go to the Hollow Trumpet. But if you want to write sharp, decisive, honest to goodness journalism, and that really pisses people off, stay with us and we'll see you right. Ambiguity gives you the contract and a pen, black paper, white ink.
Sure, I'm in.
Welcome to the key details. You're one of us now. Here's your first job. I hope you don't expect us to go easy on you now. The city of engines is insular, but it's always interesting. We'll give it a kick.
Sure. Oh, well, let's submit some reports and such. Alright, let's dream of clocks to finish this off.
Let me just stretch up for this. Okay.
You do gotta speak up a little bit, though. The level's kind of low.
No, let me just.
Oh, well, it was only when you were narrating.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I was going into a different voice for that anyways, so, yeah.
Yeah, you dream of clocks again.
This is the shattered, shifting madness realm where the Morzabar meets you in dream. But something is different. The clock-faced god is nowhere to be seen, and your kinetipede is plummeting through a vortex of broken glass and fire. Inside the kinetipede, people and furniture tumble, broken. A face forms in the flame outside, empty-eyed and snarling. Barafal will be your doom too, intones the burning face. Barafal the betrayer, Barafal the pretender. Do not trust your nightmares, wanderer. Then your kinetipede lands with an almighty crash and shriek of metal in the waiting palm of the clock-faced god. In the fire, the glass, the face, all gone, replaced by peaceful, star-speckled darkness. Story about that, says Morzabar in his mildest tone.
Who was that burning face?
A lingering fragment, says Morzabar. Dreams are the last refuge of the forgotten. He was one of the gods I killed when I fought in the war. What remains of your kinetipede lies broken and buckled and twisted around you. Flames flicker from the engine room. Your crew lie in blood-sodden heaps. Somehow, though, you don't have a scratch.
How do you plan to destroy the house?
If we are to have this conversation, let me slip into something less overbearing. A human-sized version of the clock-faced giant appears before you, somehow standing on his and her own palm. He and she adjust their dapper violet suit, and sits by your side atop the wreck. Almost 2,000 years ago, there was a war of the gods, says more bizarre. A tea table pops into existence between the two of you, laden with porcelain cups and ginger biscuits. This was before the city of Keys existed.
Why did the gods go to war?
There was a great crime committed by mortals, says more bizarre. Some of the gods advocated forgiveness, others wanted a strict and rather genocidal punishment, purging the house of all mortals to prevent it from ever happening again. The difference of opinion proved irreconcilable. I was on the side of forgiveness. We won. He and she calmly pours you a pot of tea, a decision that, in retrospect, I have come to regret.
What did you do in the war?
I fought, of course, says more bizarre. He and she looks up from the tea set and regards you. For just a moment, the numerals on the clock become 12 unblinking eyes. I killed my share of gods.
Who won?
Our side won, says more bizarre. We were rewarded for our efforts. We became the pantheon you know now as the Sanction.
And I suppose some ancient, powerful relic of this war holds the key to destroying the house.
Almost, says Morzabar, rewarding you by jamming a biscuit in your mouth. Not some ancient weapon or anything so crass. An old wound. The final battle of the war tore a bleeding hole in the very fabric of the house's reality. We managed to stop it from unmaking everything, but only barely, and at great sacrifice. If we can open that scar once more, the house will be utterly unraveled. The scar can only be found far south of the city of Keys, however, says Morbazar, behind two locked doors. When you wake, the first of those doors shall be marked on your map. Find a key, open that door, explore beyond.
Will I die too when the house is unmade, or will I escape?
Perhaps you will slip through the scar into another world before the unmasking begins. In all honesty, I do not know. Your death is the most likely outcome.
And why do you really want the house to destroy it?
Look at these stars. He and she gestures at the infinite twinkling void above. They're an illusion. I made them to look pretty, but imagine if they were worlds. He and she snaps his on her fingers and the stars wink out one by one. The house is still growing and one day it will grow too big. It is trapped in a corrupted loop, resetting its own timeline every 3,000 years. But the other worlds are not reset. They live on, oblivious. From our perspective, the house has only existed for a few millennia. For their perspective, the house has been stealing from them, and worse, for millions of years. Morbazar leans back, staring at the now emptied sky. It's no one's fault, really. It's a corruption in a system that's grown beyond anyone's control. The only solution is to destroy it once and for all, no matter how unfair and painful that is for us who live here.
Where would anybody find a key?
There are keys scattered all over the house, says Morbazar idly. I trust you to exercise your ingenuity.
Time to wake up. Brace yourself.
Indeed. The human-side Morbazar reaches behind his on her back and produces an ornate pistol that fits snugly into the palm of her hand. Wakey, wakey. The barrel is cold between your eyes. A pop, a flash of blinding light. You wake up tangled in blood-soaked bed sheets. When you reach up to your forehead, you feel a penny-sized indentation, just deep enough to bleed.
Yeah, alright, I do believe that is going to do it for today, folks.
Yeah, that sounds about good. Thanks everyone for listening to us.
Yeah, thanks. Y'all have a great New Year's Day Eve.
Yep, and just for our new hosts, not for us, but for our new hosts, I'm going to ask to have them do a posture check. Just to make sure they start off on the right side of things, as well as a nice what's that other one here? Ah, shoot, I'm too close. Anyways,
dang.
Have a good New Year's, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for showing up, Alto. That was it was nice to have you and everybody else. Anyway, have a good one, folks.